What's going on, everyone? Trust the Buzz here. If you're new to the channel, I make Charlotte Hornets content, so if that interests you, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you cannot tell by the thumbnail title of this video, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how the Charlotte Hornets have acquired Reggie Jackson and his $5 million contract from the Denver Nuggets. They also got 3 second-round picks. I believe it was like next year's 2027, 2029, something like that, along those lines for the second-round pick. And all we gave the Nuggets was cash because they were cash strapped. They're trying to kind of restructure their roster, especially with KCP leaving and then obviously losing and not being able to retain their title as NBA champions. So they're looking to retool. And for us, I think this is great. Whether we keep Reggie Jackson or not, which we had him, last year, 2 years ago? Last year, because then he went on to win with the Nuggets. We waived him. It really doesn't matter because either way, 3 second-round picks is phenomenal. We didn't have to give up anything. If Reggie Jackson is the guy that stays, then he ends up being a guy that can really just bring veteran leadership. He's kind of done it all. He's kind of at some point with the Detroit Pistons, he was seen a little bit as the guy. Then he went to what was it? OKC, and he had some success there. Or was it the opposite? No, he had some success in OKC, went to Detroit, kind of was the guy a little bit. Not a superstar type guy, but he got heavy minutes. He was looked at as a guy to kind of lead that team. He just has tons of playoff experience, obviously winning championship last year, obviously playing heavy minutes for the Nuggets last year. I think we can use that leadership. If we don't use them, fine. We got the 3 second-round picks for literally absolutely nothing. So I will take that. Overall, I mean, this video is going to be short, sweet. I like either way. Either way we do. Similar to some of the things I said about KJ Simpson as far as his ability to score, his ability to run the offense. It's not the same, once again, as I was comparing KJ Simpson to LaMelo, but it's the same impact, and I think Reggie Jackson has that. He can play off ball. He can be a spot-up shooter. He can also play with the ball. He's not going to be the prolific playmaker. Obviously, LaMelo is, and I don't even think he's a playmaker that KJ Simpson projects to be, but he's still a solid playmaker. And like I said, I would definitely love to have his veteran leadership and actually have him play. He's not a bad player. So it's one of those things where if the Hornets, because right now they're teetering, talking about keeping Miles Bridges, which we'll talk about that in another video. He's one of those guys where we could use him. If we're going to go that route where, we put a little roster together, not try to do anything too long term, and try to move forward and see where it gets us and then kind of break it down at the trade deadline again. He's a guy that he can help. He can help with that. He can help us kind of get over the hump to be 500. Reggie Jackson is the type of player, especially at this point in his career, where if our raw talent, considering a couple of other things, raw talent, health, gets us to maybe 4 games under 500, he can help us get to 500. He has that type of ability, that type of leadership. At any point, he can catch fire. So, yeah, I really like this pickup. You didn't really have to give up anything. He can mean so much to the roster, whether that's him staying or him being cut. It doesn't matter. He can mean a lot to this team and just do wonders for us. So, especially considering he came with 3 second-round picks.